Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55. We'll see Drew Brees and the Chicago Bears versus Cam Newton and the New York Jets.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it has been a very long time coming, Charles, for these Jets, but they are back in the Super Bowl, their first appearance in the big game since that stunning Super Bowl III upset way back in January of '69.
Brandon, they'd lost 4 straight AFC championship games till their win a couple of weeks ago. And remember, prior to that, they'd lost 2 in a row. Mark Sanchez was a quarterback at that time. That's about a decade ago. They lost 1 of those to the Colts, 1 of those to the Steelers. But now here they are, back in the big game. And, of course, who are we going to think of? Joe Namath. White shoes. Joe Namath guaranteeing victory over the Colts in Super Bowl III. Gets it done. And the AFL-NFL game, never the same. Pretty soon we were in a merger with the AFC and the NFC.
It's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they go jet sweep. Here's Sanu. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
The wide receiver. He was brought down by Neville Hewitt. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton.
Newton's pass.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Incomplete.
Now Breeze on third down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
2 yards.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 10. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Breeze.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Bears 3, Jets nothing.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
Newton's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
Higbee. That's good.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Newton. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Jets nothing.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
At their own 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Breeze. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Breeze. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 33-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Next to score, Jets 10, Bears 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got Sanu. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
He's across midfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 41. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Breeze now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
On 2nd and 10. Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze to throw again. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Unbelievable. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle made.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald. That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second down and 4, Newton gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Newton on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for New York. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That's caught by Jackson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 46 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
Bears 9.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about
cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Jones. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down and goal. Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw is Newton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
13. Bears 9.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
From the 24, Breeze got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32.
To throw is Breeze. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
Now Breeze lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. The 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his man here, it's Green. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards to play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught.
Breeze has
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now it's Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
a 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So out comes the field goal team once more. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Forbath will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Makes the score Jets 20, Bears 12.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
New York ready to go again offensively. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go cause a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Newton on first down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Newton now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Breeze now on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Breeze again. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. On the slant, complete to Green. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for two? Breeze to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On first and 10, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here now, a look at Drew Brees in our players spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Brees now on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing now is Brees. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he finds Gronk. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brees. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's good.
22 yards there, a first down.
okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right? We know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. That's caught by Jackson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Forbath will put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Jets 20.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Cam Newton and his offense down 21-20, a minute 13 to play. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Ingram again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.